There we go.
Hi, Scorpio.
Hi, Scorpio.
All right, guys. Our card of the day is beautiful. Is the sound of the universe. Okay? This card is life-changing experiences, glimpsing the great mystery, significant timing, pivotal moments, the Sri Yantra, the tuning fork of universal consciousness.
This is the Sri Yantra right here. Around her face.
Music, transcending mundane reality. Having your world shaken up even a little can invite a deeper glimpse of the great mystery of your life. There are myriad ways to peek behind the veil of the mundane world. Ecstatic dance, spiritual exploration, and intuitive, creative pursuits are just a few. Aim to naturally imbue this awareness in your everyday existence so you can avoid the sudden wake-up calls. Wake up to the hidden music, harmony, and wonder of your multidimensional world.
That's what she said.
And then, if you guys tuned into our
You'll
live,
find me here.
if you guys tuned into our live the other night, we always do a card of the day, okay? And we've carried it over into the recorded readings. This is the card that came out for our live, and we put it back in the deck, and it came out first for our recorded readings tonight, and it's Trust Your Innocence.
There's a big message to that, because I've said from the beginning that divine truth is held within the magic of that innocence. That's why they're trying to kill it.
Trust your innocence. Truth, trusting yourself, being real with people, knowing the difference between intuition and paranoia, uncensored feelings, and returning to innocence. Learn to trust your inner sense or intuition. You are encouraged to be absolutely honest with yourself. Cast aside any mind stories and shoulds that you tell yourself. In your heart of hearts, you know the answers. Dare to listen and to honor them. This card may also relate to being truthful with another person. Relationships can only deepen when we can be real with each other. Consider your timing and be considerate. But this is the time for truths.
Amen. Amen. But I've said this for years now, being authentic. It's so important. And people are like, well, I mean, they won't like it. They won't like it and they won't get it at first. But slowly, they start to understand.
Alice, would you like to go first?
And, that's kind of what this is about. Actually, it's a good mix between both of them. So, the universe is great. It's amazing. I love it. And I got a wonderful message today. Just how, okay, my universe is a smartass. They really are. They're ironic and comedic.
Your universe or your guides?
Oh, well, the universe is
your guide.
Right. See, I don't see the universe as God. I see it as a messenger realm. Okay, it's finite.
That's why I said guides, not God.
Yeah. Yeah, so anything in the universe, to me, is the messenger realm, and it'll fuck with you. It can. So, we have an understanding, right? So, it's my sister's birthday, Friday, October the 13th, and I got a hell of a message from the universe on doing the right thing, which is exactly what I'm doing. So, it was just ironic. It was like a gift from my sister's birthday to me, So. And that's kind of the subtle hints that we so miss. that the universe is talking to you. It cares about you. It tries to talk to you in your ways, but we're looking for some booming voice from the sky or some lightning bolt or whatever.
No, we're looking for black and white. This is the message. And what we get is a feather or a number or 6 people in your day say the same words.
Exactly.
Yes.
Or you come up with an idea and then it gets validated.
But if we're not looking for that, we don't see that.
Or we think, oh, how weird. What a coincidence.
There are no coincidences.
There are no coincidences.
There are none.
So,
it was divine right timing.
With all that being said, I love you, Scorpio. You guys are so... I mean, the strength and
the water signs. What else?
But they're the fire signs of the water signs. I mean, it's like they're so intuitive, and that tail, man. You don't want to be on the Scorpio's bad side. It's worse than a Cancer, but see, the Cancer is the kingpin of the water signs because they have pinchers. They don't have the poison, but they can have poison when you turn their asses upside down. Or what you consider poison. It's all.
It's too awesome.
Yeah.
Cancers are the spider of the ocean.
Yes. Well,
it's just too goddamn many legs. Okay,
well, that's because they're trying to scurry everywhere and take care of everything and clean up everything. That's what crabs do.
Crabs sidestep shit.
No, they're scavengers. They go.
They move to the side.
Well,
they move sideways.
If they can.
They move sideways.
Well, okay, you look at it that way if you want to. But Jacques may have a different idea for that. And you have to see Finding Nemo to know what I mean. Anyway, so
or we can look at Sebastian.
Cancers like to clean up things.
Yes.
They like to clean up things, and so do crabs because they're scavengers.
Yes.
They're kind of bottom feeders too, unfortunately. So we bring all that nice sweetness down in the darkness and try and clean up the mess a lot. So water signs do this, but see, Scorpio has a little bit more of a bite than we do, and they don't tend to hide as much in the darkness, even though the darkness is their friend. And that's something that Cancers, we don't like to hide in darkness. We tend to be allergic.
Right.
Unless we've embraced it and are driven to it instead of by it. But
we're driven by it.
Here's the thing.
To it. Don't embrace the darkness.
Well, if you're driven to it, then you
become the darkness.
You become the darkness. But if you're driven by it, you
bring the light to it.
Well, you kind of look for balance, not necessarily the light to it, because some of that darkness needs to be seen, so it can be balanced. I mean, nothing happens unless it's there has to be a common ground to be found, and people aren't looking at those things.
Not always, but sometimes. It's getting better. It's getting better.
And this is what this is all about, basically. It's Scorpio. Scorpio is wanting to move into calmer waters. This very first card is a 6. And this is the divine stepping up and saying, look, if you want to move into calmer waters, you got to take some rest and relaxation and talk to me. That's the divine message. So you can get that different perspective that you need. Mm-hmm. All right? So you can build in strength with this Three of Pentacles. I always see, and on this, there's no church in the background. It's only about business. So I'm not really fond of this Three of Pentacles as much as I am the others. Because there's usually like a church theme, because one of these are the divine.
It's the Holy Trinity.
It's the me, myself, and I, which is the Holy Trinity. It's mind, body, and spirit, which is also the Holy Trinity. It's all those triangles in this universal understanding. Okay? And that I like on this because it's in a triangle. So, but there is something that looks like a book on the front of it that looks like it has some kind of keyhole. I don't know, it looks important. I can't see it that well. But this is about building with the right source. And then choosing the other people you build with strength. And moving in a different sort of a passion. A passion from this different perspective of it. Everybody wins. That's what this Three of Wands is about. Everybody wins. Whether those ships are coming in or going in, guess they're all your ships. Pack on them what you don't need anymore. Which is what we're doing during this last time. Karma's going around. People are feeling it. Why the hell is everything fucking up? Well, we're here because we didn't pay attention back here. We didn't listen to the divine. And now we got all kinds of shit popping off everywhere. And we didn't stand in our strengths. You know, we made impertinent, immature, emotionally immature decisions that soothed our ego instead of the truth of the divine and standing in it, which will never, ever make a victim. Okay? Just won't. It will never make a victim of innocence. So, here's the thing. We've all kind of done this. We've all fucked it up. Nobody's not guilty in some way, some shape, somehow, even if it's making a victim of the innocence within yourself and not standing up for that. Okay? So, the divine, you know, it's the Six of Cups upside down is about putting the past in the past and seeing it for what it is. Yeah, you see this upside down King of Cups that's got you in this Five of Pentacles now. And what this gets you. This is all about what you valued. And you were stuck in the past. What you valued was what you saw instead of what you knew to be true to you. So you followed the crowd, okay? Basically, because you thought it was going to get you somewhere. That's the big lie and the big promise, right? Do everything you're supposed to do and you'll be happy. Somebody's waking up to this. Somebody's waking up to this. And the divine is saying it's about goddamn time because I'm tired of waiting. Oh, wait a minute. That could be my ego there.
The truth of that statement is, it's not do what you're supposed to do and everybody will be happy. It's do what I want you to do.
No,
and I'll be happy.
Yeah, but with the King and the Five.
Right. It's waking up to that.
This is what it's
understanding.
Causing.
Yes.
This King. But there's another side of this King.
Yes.
That's why I don't like to read reverses. I like to do either or. Because when I first saw this King come out with his Six of Cups, put the past in the past and you'll find your balance and become this King of Pentacles. And then this little mother came out.
Tracker.
Yeah. So, you know, this is another story about if you're living in the past, then you're going to be left in the past. That's the story. By anybody who's already balanced. You're going to be left in the past because they have no time for impertinence, immaturity, people who will not understand or change, people who have no patience, people who have no divine guidance. This is also trying to kill innocence. when I see that upside down. And with this Page of Cups, which is, again, very immature type emotions. And then this Star, to me, all of this together tells me toxic ego. This is narcissistic energy. Alright? So, this in the middle here is, I think, what we're getting a handle on and the perspective that we're changing. So we could actually turn this into the good side of this, which is somebody is seeing the light and they're being very impatient about getting the new message out. And I don't mean regurgitating the old stuff. I mean the new message, the new understanding. We have new levels, new devils, new times, new understandings. And it's a healing understanding. So, here's the thing about these cards. You could read them two ways. Which are you going to claim? And here we go. Next, we have the Fool. Which, when I see the Fool, this is all about walking in faith. This is about new beginnings. This is about every possibility. This is card number 0, the egg. The eternal egg. Where everything is possible at this point. You have no burden. You walk off a cliff and know, the divine's going to make something happen. But that doesn't mean I'm going to, that doesn't mean I'm telling you go walk off a cliff. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it's about faith. And people say it's about stupidity, but I think it's about vulnerability. And the beginning to understand the superpower of being what people would consider weak. But when you walk in the divine, people will see you this way. And they'll see you as egotistical, and they'll see you as all kinds of things that they are. Because at this point, you become a holy mirror. And they will come after you. So, we need to walk away from those kind of energies, because they're here to stop you, to slow you down, to stand in your way, to distract you. Anybody that gets the divine knowledge understands this.
And everybody is able to access the divine knowledge.
But see, people are waiting from a big booming voice from the sky, but it's all inside you, my dear. And we have killed it with killing the innocence, because that's where it lies. That knowledge lies within innocence. If you look at everything through the eyes of a child, you'll have your divine knowledge right there. But that's what brings victory. If you bring everything to the table with the innocence of a child if you bring a child, children who have not learned hate into a group, and they're all different children, different colors, different races, even if they don't speak the same language, they will play together and love each other. They don't care. Look at our world. We as an adult, as adults need to see this, all right? But it's not about victimization. It's not do as I willed. Shit. This is co-creation. The divine is about co-creation. And the divine needs you to co-create with it first. People are seeing this. Then you step out as a child, as a fool. Trusting what's inside you.
Wait. Right there. Childlike. Pull up them other cards.
Which one?
It's any of them at this point.
Okay. Well, we have the Page of Cups. Back.
No. The dumb stuff. The emotions. Pull up the emotions.
Knight of Wands.
Okay. All right. Childlike. Childish. She was talking earlier about emotional immaturity. childlike
Fool. Yeah.
is creativity and wonder and awe.
And faith.
Childish is the ego, is the temper tantrums, is the petty, the getting your lick back.
The bullshit.
Y'all get the understanding.
Me.
Childlike is seeing things is seeing things in a new perspective and seeing the awe and the wonder in it. Childlike, this Knight of Wands, who is very egotistical, or can be very egotistical, very
unless you choose to stand in strength and use that Knight of Wands to be spreading that passion of the divine truth that everybody holds, that could change this world if they understood. If you saw yourself through the eyes of the divine, it would change you like that. Seriously change you like that, because it's not what people think it is. But anyway, walking away from the tomfoolery or being the fool from back here and embracing the new by walking away from the old and not rebranding it, regurgitating it, and just making it sound good for this time, because that's what we've been doing. This is the only thing that's going to bring victory. Is this new. Okay? Now, Page of Swords upside down. This is the last card. Now, again, I'm not going to say that this is bad, because right after that I have the King of Cups and I have the Ace of Cups, clarifying this upside down Page of Swords. So what this is saying to me is, we didn't get the message before, but guess what? We're getting it now. This is what's going to fix this. This is balance. Every bit of this is balance if you look at it. And that's what the truth of the divine is balance. It's not, oh, anger is bad. And, that means that every time we get angry, we feel like a failure. And that's not what it's about. Anger is a message. It's a flip side. If you don't love, you wouldn't be angry. If you didn't care, you wouldn't care. If there was not some kind of love or caring there, whether it's for self or others, you wouldn't be angry. So we misunderstand emotions. We judge them instead of understanding them. We need to get to understanding them. And this is what this is about. We misunderstood. We misunderstood the truth of love and standing in our power. We misunderstood the divine vessel that we are. And we're starting to understand now. That's what's bringing victory. But the choice is yours, Scorpio. Five of Swords or the Sun. That's two very opposites. This is winning at all costs, and this is the exposure of winning at all costs, possibly. Look at it the way you want. You're getting the message. Now you need to stand, because the time is now. Time's up. Make your choice, basically.
Yeah. And I basically got the same message. The first card that I got was the Hierophant. Okay. So this is divine right timing. This is God's hand all over this spread. Then we got the Five of Swords, the Four of Cups. Okay. That's regrets, depression. Then we got the Knight of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. And in between that is the Hanged Man. This is the center, front and center, the Hanged Man. Stagnancy, feeling unable to move. And then we got this Justice card. This Justice card has the two people, the two angels on it, the hourglass, and the pair of scissors. These emotions.
That's about choice.
It is. It is about choices. It is also about making drastic changes. It's about cutting things out. Every time I see this card, I feel cutting cords. Okay? And cutting cords it's changing dynamics. When you cut cords with a person, you let them go. If those cords grow back, it's a completely different dynamic in the relationship. Okay? Then we got the sun. And it's like, with all of this stuff, it's like as soon as you hit this justice card and you say, you know what, enough is enough, it's time to grow up. Okay? I hit this justice card and the whole spread changes. It's got the sun. It's got the 8 of Wands. That's movement. That's, you know now that things are going to be okay. And you're ready to move. You're ready to go. Then we have the Queen of Cups. That's the nurturing. Y'all, you're a water sign. Okay? Your Queen of Cups is right here in your spread. And before I threw out a few more cards, that was the last card that came out, was the Queen of Cups. Okay? But then we've got choices with the 2 of Wands. Okay? And that's where this Justice card came in. This is your choice. Are you going to continue in defending yourself and feeling regrets and feeling left alone and not having, you know, what you need? Or are you going to stand in your power and become this pair right here, this Queen and King of Wands? These people are all about passion. And we all know that water signs can be extremely passionate. But they have their passions in the right place.
Some of them.
These two, they have their passions in the right place. They came out side by side.
What are they?
The Queen and King
of
Wands.
That's a power couple right there.
Yes. They came out side by side.
See, I see those as teachers.
Mm-hmm. Very creative. Very powerful, dynamic couple. Think Jay-Z and Beyonce with the way that they have created an empire. That's this pair. Okay? And then we have the 6 of Cups. You had the 6 of Cups too.
I did, but mine's upside down.
Mm-hmm. But see, over here, right by the Hanged Man, we had the Queen of Pentacles. And over here, we have the 6 of Cups and the King of Pentacles.
Could that be maybe about getting a hold of those emotions of the past and seeing them for what they are and overcoming the idea that you're a victim of it?
Overcoming the nostalgia. The nostalgia is holding things from the past high on a pedestal because you don't see the entire picture. So yes, exactly.
See, when you start looking at the bigger picture, though, that's when things
start changing.
Yes.
Start changing. And then the last card that came out is Origin. Okay? And I absolutely love this card because the first thing that comes into my mind is back to your roots. Okay? But back to your roots, to your true roots, is back to source.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
There you go.
And this being is holding a key. They're leaning on a key. You have the ability to unlock your connection with source.
Well,
there's so much energy in that card. It feels like chaos, but when you actually
but you're the
look
storm.
At it, yes.
You're the storm that's bringing the cleansing. literally. I mean, look at all that. But you're the center of it.
Yes.
And so is the key.
Yes.
That's like that shirt that I have. You can't handle the storm, it whispered. And I
am the storm.
And I whispered back, I am the storm. Mm-hmm. This is standing in your own power. Mm-hmm. And that's the true power of the divine wisdom, which is both dark eternity and light eternity. Two forces. That the only two forces that are eternal is dark wisdom and light wisdom.
The yin and the yang.
The yin and the yang. That's understanding both and willing and able to understand the environment and bring either or, to bring balance, which is nature.
And you can't have all good all the time. You can't have all bad all of the time. It has to be a balance. And if it gets out of balance, chaos ensues to put it back into balance.
When chaos is actually meant for creation and not just the destruction of what no longer serves you. Well, but yes. Right now it's being used to control the fear from chaos instead of understanding the truth of it.
But with chaos bringing destruction has to happen in order that creativity can happen, because when a space is cleared,
it's like life and death.
When a space is cleared, there's a new canvas.
Yes.
A fresh canvas in order to create something new.
But it starts with new ideas and not regurgitating old and making it sound new.
Yes.
So we have to get a handle on the truth of our emotions and understand them and not hate any part of them.
Yes.
And once you understand them, you don't hate any part of them. You see them as tools.
And they are.
That's what you use them for. Mm-hmm. Anyway, that's what we got for you, Scorpio.
Be blessed.
Blessed be.
Namaste.